I'm sorry, time out. I've never, ever, ever, ever heard of my primary care physician is not going anywhere with me. Anywhere with me. Anywhere with me. I can't even call my primary I can't even text my primary.
This is how it should
what's
be.
up?
In America, we pay more than any other country. Take one.
When I look at the disruption that the millennial generation has caused through their, I would say, openness and willingness to not follow the status quo, coupled with the technology that we see today, I'm really baffled as to why it hasn't quite happened yet in healthcare, where you basically allow the consumer, i.e. the patient, to be empowered to drive unilateral change.
The culture of medicine in some ways, and it still is pervasive, it still exists, where doctors have this feeling that patients have no idea and no value. I'm being very blanket about this. There are many doctors who don't agree with this, but there seems to be a sense that when the patient comes to the room, it doesn't matter what their opinion is. Here's the treatment, I recommended it, you didn't comply, you're non-compliant, you're going against medical advice, here, sign here, you're gonna die if you don't do what I say, right? That sort of culture is part of it too, where we don't see the value in what people think about their own health.
Or is it that you don't see patients as consumers?
Yes, and that's
it's like
it
going
too.
to a restaurant.
That's true.
It's like going to a restaurant.
That's a good point,
And
yeah.
you are looking at a menu, and you order what you want to order, and then they come back and give you what they have. And the
Right.
only thing that they have, there's like 4 options in the back.
Right, yeah.
And you're like, I
because
didn't
you're
order
not
this.
buying dinner, someone else is paying
Right.
for it for you.
Yeah. You don't
Yeah,
want
it's
that.
a good point.
Yeah, the patients are numbers, patients are statistics, patients are not consumers, and therefore we don't have a magazine like Consumer Reports, right?
Consumers drive markets.
Consumers drive
change
markets.
markets.
That's
Consumers
right.
transform markets.
Except for in healthcare, if patients aren't consumers for the reasons you pointed out,
Yeah.
Emily,
I mean, they kind of took that. I'm sorry.
It goes into the culture of what we do.
I don't really think people have, I don't really see myself having power or the ability to what was I gonna say, to really,
As a patient,
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really have any
It's
choice.
scary.
It's like,
You don't.
these are your choices. It's like an illusion of choice.
right?
Is really what it is. And because I don't have one.
and also I would
lot of interest.
argue that there's inertia in American healthcare. There's inertia. Consumers, if you go back to your middleman comment, we've been in this system for decades, right? People, and I'm included, people have been born in this system. They've known nothing else. And so we are perpetually in the dark in terms of how things should work, could work, right?
Or any contrast to how they work.
Yeah. And so we have no real context to even be effective consumers in this environment because we don't know what we don't know.